LinkedIn Live. Thank you so much for joining. Today's topic, and really what everybody should be focused on anyways from the beginning, is how to reinvent yourself on LinkedIn. And that's really at least a two-step process. One is understanding LinkedIn and understanding, the culture, the language, the strategies that really endear you to others and will give you a head start on building quality, trusted relationships. So how do you go about doing that? Well, basically, I came up with a list that's really focused on, being the best authentic you that you can, being passionate about this opportunity because this is your opportunity to be everything you always wanted to be and may not have been given the opportunity, and now is your chance. Or something, a lot of people end up in life, especially in business, with pot luck. Got out of school, someone offered them a job, knew somebody who knew somebody, they got in their profession. It may not be what they planned, but it's what they end up getting into. Now with LinkedIn is an opportunity to reset, to reinvent yourself, to be everything you always wanted to be, and to do it with others like yourself. And the key is being passionate enough, to be persistent enough and patient to allow the time necessary, because LinkedIn is a long game, to take place. And you have to really work harder to build your own dream than you have to build someone else's. And I hardly ever see anybody putting a full 40 hours on LinkedIn. A lot of people set their pole, put it in the water, come back later, see if it caught something, and then decided they did something that day. Well, that'll take you forever and it may never happen. I believe you're better off putting more time, more effort up front, build momentum, get some traction, get over the hump. And at that point, you can ease up a little, but you'll be so much better that you won't have to work as hard. And that's part of the doing. And the key to, building trust and appreciation is by being able to share relevancy, value, and be of service to others. Every time you put something out on LinkedIn, first of all, be the best you can. Second of all, make it valuable, make it relevant. You're asking for time, attention, and hopefully some return in a way based on what you're putting out there. People aren't obligated to you. It's the other way around. There's 810 million people you're competing against, for that same attention. But here's the key. There's so few people who are doing anything. So it's a huge market with less competition. And actually, if you don't know what you're doing, get with someone who does, buy some vowels, cut the time frame of learning, and get into the fast lane. The other key element is collaboration. You've got to build teams. This is too big of an opportunity for one person. One person by themselves, I've done it. I've been doing it. Every time I collaborate with somebody else, I really advance in my learning curve, but my earning curve also. And the other aspect is consistently being in a communication mode, being able to be reliable, dependable, expectable, accessible, available, all of those things by showing up. They say showing up is 90% of winning, because if you show up long enough, you'll learn what not to do. And another key element to reinventing yourself is do a LinkedIn Live. This is what I'm doing. It's real time, real people, real relevant information. And people have been so isolated and insulated that, they're yearning for real time with real people. And only LinkedIn Live, in my opinion, can really bring the best you to the table. It's not so much what people think after a while, it's what they feel. And they may come for what you offer, but they stay for you. And one of the last points I want to bring up is engage a coach or mentor or collaboration group. I do all three because I know how valuable it is and how important it is for people to really focus on, getting better as they're getting bigger. learning more, getting a competitive advantage. And there's a lot of competitive advantages if you know what to do, how to do it, why to do it, when to do it, and who to do it with. And if you can answer those questions without help, you're way ahead of the curve. But who wants to? Where's the pride in doing it all yourself or being all by yourself? This is a social network. This is a platform where you express, being an advocate for others, giving people a helping hand, not just looking for one yourself. And I think that's really the key. So, you can leave this broadcast and really take inventory and say, is this what you want to do? Is this who you want to project? And if it's not, make minor corrections over time. And what they say is little things done right over time compound into much bigger things. So with that said, thank you again for watching. If you're interested, go to doncohenconsulting.com, see how we can work together, share this with others, and reach out to me if you have any thoughts, insights, or comments that you'd like to share to help me get better myself. Everybody should be teachable. So with that said, one last thing. Remember, the definition of a big shot is a little shot to keep shooting. Go forward. Thank you so much for the time. Appreciate